For those of you that think when God tells you something, you just run. Next week you open a signboard. That's why God does not speak to some people, because you're so immature. If He tells you anything, you print a complimentary card. Yes, now God hints people that they are called to apostleship. They immediately tell people, I'm apostle. Meanwhile, they will not be an apostle for 20 years. Immediately they start telling people. My training was taught that already. You don't call yourself things. Jeremiah is called to be a prophet, okay? Does that mean you must say I am prophet? No. You have to be trained first. Fivefold ministry is not the only form of calling, not at all. To be Ephesians 4:11, an apostle, a prophet, a teacher, an evangelist, or a pastor, as we call it, is a bit different from having a teaching grace found in Romans 12 and grace to prophesy. It doesn't mean you're a prophet, but you may prophesy. Bible says, I wish that you all may prophesy. Doesn't mean everybody is called to be a prophet. A prophet will walk in more than prophecy. He won't just have the ability to prophesy. He will also have signs that go with being a prophet. He will also have an office. So, as the lead pastor of this house, the pastoral office that lies with me can come with a physical room. I can have people who walk with me, but that office is not their own. They enter and come out. They enter and come out. They move things. They clean things. They keep things. They carry things. They do things in that space. You may not be called to an office, something, but you walk with the people who own the office. It will rub off on you. You can go in there and look at a list if you're working in an office and tell them your name is there. All of your names are there. Say to seem is equal to the head of the office telling you your names are there, right? Yes or no? They saw the same list. The owner of the office. But the owner of the office may have been the one that mandated and formed the list. So he has more authority than the one who saw the list. Is that okay? So to a prophet and someone with a prophetic gifting, that may be the difference. The prophet may be able to open his mouth and say, this bread, this flour and oil will not end till the rains come. Or throw a stick there. They just have more authority. They have influence over those that work in their office too. Elijah and Elisha can influence the sons of the prophets. The sons of the prophets are different from the Elijah or Elisha. And if at a time that grace that was on Elijah comes on Elisha, they themselves know that this one that once was like us is no more exactly like us. The spirit of Elijah doth rest on it. There's a difference when you are the head of an office. When it's your office, it's very different. It works differently. I don't know how to say it. You can teach. Let me use my own. Everybody here could be taught. You can prepare your notes and come and stand and teach a Bible study. Yes? Huh? Just like someone working in an office that can walk into that office and do certain things, but under limited. There's a limitation. You can't just turn the table and rearrange the office and change the curtains. You know that. It's not your office, but you walk in it. Whenever you come, you open the door and enter and come out. There's quite some liberty. You work with the principal in that school. Okay. But you are not the principal. You know the difference between the principal and the principal can change the furniture. He can do many other things. He has more authority. And his authority stretches beyond that office. It goes further. Do you know you that works in the office with the principal can't just go to the account office and do anything you like, open any drawer? Do you know? Why? Because the account office is accountable to the principal too. You are the principal's PA. That's your space. There's limits. You may be able to enter anywhere because you represent him, but there's limitations. All right. Now, so someone can teach. You can teach from something. What do I think is the difference with someone that occupies the office of a teacher? There's just much more grace. It's not just, I prepared this thing. I think you can almost demand. It's almost like you can pull down from heaven. I need an interpretation right now. You know what they call an access key? It's like before that he didn't know the answer. That's happened to me hundreds of times, thousands. The answer is coming as you ask it. In fact, one of the way I know many things is that you ask it. I have to be given the answer. Now, if you're a normal teacher, they call you teach the word. You answer, you say, I don't know. But I've gotten so many answers to things I've even myself, I don't know. If I ask, if I'm kneeling down or standing like this and teaching, and it's like that thing I said about moving furniture. It's like so many, it's a very different dynamic. Hard to explain, but very different dynamic. It's not just that it's almost like a spirit of teaching stands next to you, and it's feeding you with information, giving you illustrations, telling you things. You just keep hearing and hearing. It's not a matter of preparation as much. It's not a matter of preparation as much as it's like a cloth you wear. So someone stands in an apostolic office, stands in a prophetic office, and decides to activate and keep prophesying and keep prophesying. So they call Elisha. Elisha goes, what do you have in the house? Okay. He wants to help her. Heaven backs it up. That's why sometimes people worship men of God, especially those with prophetic giftings, because their own, it seems so much more fantastic. When you've seen them use the authority. Now you can use the authority wrongly, or in a way that God doesn't even want you to. Now I'm saying this carefully. I don't want you to misunderstand me. But it's obvious that God, by the third time Elijah was about to call fire on, the angel told him don't. He didn't tell him don't the first two times. But the third time they came to say, man of God, come down here. He said, don't call fire on them. I don't know if that captain that knelt, did he say I have children? Okay, I beg, I get picky, I have children. No. He was about to call fire the third time. That was Elijah. How come he didn't call fire on Jezebel when he said they would come the first time? Because he had grown in authority. Between that time and then, he had gone to the mountain and come back. The Lord had told him, come. When he came out from there, after he called down fire the first time and he fell from heaven with the prophets of Baal, now he had authority over fire. And that's how usually, that's part of the perks of an office. Oh, with this office, they will give you an official car. But you walk in that office and you don't have an official car because you're just a worker in the office. But the head of the office has a car, has a big table, has a phone line, has an allowance. Do you get? Good. So, whatever, I'm explaining fivefold ministry. Fivefold ministry comes with that kind of thing. People don't understand that you can do things that God didn't even send you to do. With a gun, a policeman can shoot somebody he was not supposed to shoot because he has a gun. No matter how much you want to shoot, without a gun, you can only shoot in your mind. All the people you shoot are still alive and walking past you. Did you understand? So even years ago, I used to think sometimes, not because I'm trying to, but it's almost like I could open any place in the Bible and I could teach for 4 hours without a problem. I realized that it didn't matter. I don't have to have known it before. It doesn't matter. Like, I know I'm going to have something to teach. It doesn't matter. I could go on for 2,000 days. Every time I did this, I could have a teaching and it'll be different. It doesn't matter. If it's teaching, if it's something else, if it's teaching, don't bother. I could be living in sin. It will still be working. Because the office is given. There's someone that is not in the office. It doesn't work like that. Your feelings, if they don't give you notes, you're finished. In a short while, you'll be finished. I'm trying to explain because sometimes people look at you and say, oh, wow, the person tried. It's not really so. It's the office. That the car they gave him is very shiny and fine. Is he the car? You see, but he's using the car to do bad things. But he still has the car. Do you get? I hope you understand. That's some of the difference between fivefold ministry and ministry to the body. You don't have to have fivefold ministry to be called. You need to just be called to one thing or the other and do what you're told, what God leads you. But I want to end that point with this. Many people keep looking for a calling that ends with a microphone on a stage. Please be free and stop that. You will never do God's will. You grow old and not do God's will. There are so many things God wants done. If you're part of a body, do you remember in my father's house there are many rooms? Find the room. Before you find the room, stay in the parlor. Yes? Have you gone to a place before and you waited in the lobby before they gave you your room? In the lobby of God's house, the majority of people stay there. Do whatever you are told to do to serve in the body of Christ while you are waiting to get specific instructions. Is this clear? Unfortunately, many people act like, God, if you don't make it perfectly clear from the beginning, I will not serve at all. People, oh, while you're waiting for them to give you your office with your big table for your big head, while you're waiting for apostolic calling and waiting, listen to me. Do whatever your hand finds to do. Oh, we need people to help clean this place. Clean it. Say, no, that's not my calling. Me, I have an apostolic calling. When I'm small, my mother said that before I was born, the prophet of our church, the overall, the general overseer, this is said that I'm an apostle. He said, do you know you're carrying an apostle? That's why I don't sweep. You're going to be an apostle to yourself if you're not careful. You better stop that. Do whatever you're called to do. While you're waiting, I hope you're walking. I did many things. Even after I was told I'm going to teach, I did everything I was told to do. In the process of teaching, you just do what you're meant to do. Don't be lazy. Don't be proud. Grow in the fruit of the Spirit, or you never fulfill that calling.